Hello, my Sonoran Mystic Soul Tribe. Thank you for stopping by. I wanted to apologize for not being able to do the live stream on Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. I was feeling under the weather and did not have the energy to put truly into the readings. And I don't do half readings. I do them well or I don't do them at all. So I apologize, but I will be back on the live stream this coming Wednesday and Thursday. So check me out. Come on down and enjoy it. For those of you who do not know of what I speak, I do a live stream on Wednesday evening between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Myself and Angie A5 Says, Angie Lewis, and we do free tarot readings for anybody who pops in. Join the list. As long as you make it on the list before a reasonable amount of time until it fills up, we do free live readings for you, so you can get a good reading, a general reading or a specific reading, depending. And then on Thursdays, I do it with Goddess Power over there in Florida. She and I go on together, and we do it on Thursday mornings, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and we do the same thing. Usually, those 2 hours turn into 3 hours, and we do a number of people. The last time we were on, I think it was 243 people. We can only do about 20 to 25 readings in those 3 hours. So a lot of people have to join in quickly and get on that list before it fills up. Anyway, you're welcome to join us if you haven't been before. And for those, again, who were missing me, I appreciate it so very much. And I'll be back, and I'm in full health again. So I'll be back this coming week. So I look forward to seeing you there. Let's get to it. This is your weekly reading. This is for the sign of Sagittarius, and this is for the week of January 24th through the 30th. I'm doing a progression spread. I call it a progression spread, something of my own creation, but I've been experimenting with it and seeing how the energies work, and they seem to work quite well. And so this is how it works. The story is going to be a continuous story. It's not going to be this card, this card, this card, and whatever. It's just one continuous story based on how the cards flow. And so I really tend to enjoy this because this tends to work in such a way that I didn't anticipate it being as successful as it is. With that said, let's get rolling. Let's get going. Sagittarius, this is your reading again for the week of January 24th through the 30th. Your first card and your energy for the week is the Eight of Swords. This week is going to be a very conflicting week, a very frustrating week. It's going to be a week of a lot of indecisiveness. A week where you need to make choices or you want to make choices, but you're not going to have the information necessary to make those choices, or you're going to feel you don't know enough. You know, you may have the information, but you don't know enough of what it is specifically that you need to do. It could also be a situation of you don't understand what's all going around you. There's a lot of stuff going on around you and you don't quite understand what that is about. It's most importantly, it's this chain, this feeling of frustration, because again, you're not moving forward. So this is not a week of a lot of progression. This is a week of frustration and being held back a bit. Now, with that said, the next card that comes out is the Devil card, and the Devil card is a pessimism card. That pessimism card is because, again, with this inability to make decisions and to move forward, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get irritable, you're not going to like what's happening, and you're going to feel, because you as a Sagittarius wants to make things happen, you want to make change, you want to see things happen, you want to see progression. This is not this week, and it's going to drive you a bit crazy. It's going to give you that frustration and that irritating feeling. But don't worry, the Moon card is there. The Moon card is there. And when that Moon card is there, it's telling you that again, there's information. You're looking at one part of the story. There's a whole other side of it. You know, there's a lot more going on than you see. And so always keep in mind that sometimes the reason why you aren't moving forward, the reason why you shouldn't move forward, is because, again, until you have all the information, you should not move forward. And again, it's giving us the idea that even though you think you may have all the information, you don't. And then if you don't have the information, again, you don't want to move forward. It is in your best interest to wait until this moon clarifies, until it becomes more of a full moon. In other words, more of a full picture. The next card underneath that is that Four of Pentacles. That Four of Pentacles comes out, and it's a financial picture. There's part of the situation that is at play here is a financial situation. There's also a situation of a kind of a I'm getting the feeling of a blockage. It's like, again, it's like roadblocks. It's like I pop up one, I bring it down, another pop up, and it's like, okay, there's a succession of them, and it's a frustration. It's like, boom, this one, no, boom, this one, no, boom, this one. So keep in mind that, again, these roadblocks are thrown up for a purpose. And that purpose is to make sure that you are keeping on target and you're not kind of pushing beyond where you need to be. Because again, this is not a week to try to move a lot forward. It's going to take its own speed, its own time, and go its own way. You just have to be careful to usher in what happens as it happens. The next is the Queen of Pentacles, and that's the Queen saying, be careful. Again, the roadblocks, being patient. Be patient. The roadblocks will go away, things will happen, but because it's your timing, because you want it to happen on your timing, does not mean it's going to happen on your timing. You want it to happen your way, but you have to understand that sometimes it's divine timing that's at play. The next card up is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands pops up, and it's letting us know that when you see the Three of Wands, that there is some relief coming. So again, you will see stuff coming through eventually as the week progresses forward. Again, you're looking through half the week at this point. As the later part of the week happens, you're going to see things starting to pop up. And those things are going to be things that you want to now start moving on. And so again, your week's going to start out where you're not making decisions. Things are very, very frustrating because you don't have enough information. Things start opening up here. The Queen says, be patient here. By midweek, later to the late midweek or later, you're starting to get a little bit of information to flow, and that information flow is very useful for you because it starts to let things loosen up a bit. And as they do, the Queen of Swords pops up, and that's where you now can take control, which is where you want it to be to begin with. Now you have information, now you have resources, now you have things that can allow you to then progress forward, to move forward, to now make decisions and start moving that ball forward. Now you're no longer trapped. Again, so beginning of the week, you're trapped, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling angered. You have to go with the flow. Let it go. Do not own the frustration. Let it go. But as the patience wears off, don't worry. The patience, as you use those patience, all of a sudden things start loosening up midweek, and as things loosen up midweek, you take your dominant control as you usually do, and you step back into your power. Then there is that Hierophant. The Hierophant says, do what you usually do. Again, take control, make sure that you move the ball in a steady and progressive way. And then you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is sitting there. The Seven of Wands is quite a fascinating card because when you see the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is saying now everything is flowing well toward you, and now you're having a lot of things coming at you, which is going from not having anything to all this stuff because all these things are now opening up. But it's okay. You can handle them as they're being put toward you because this is an abundance of good energy, an abundance of good things. And there's that Knight of Cups. Again, makes you very happy. You like being in control. This makes you happy, having this flow of information, flow of things. So again, by the end of the week, things are flowing properly. You're back in control. You're making decisions. Things are happening. You're the magician. You can make magic happen. Again, as these things come at you, as all this is now happening, it seems like initially that's a lot because again, it was like a flow. It's like a dam broke because of all the information opened up eventually. And by the end of the week, you put it all together. You've put it all together and moved forward and settled a lot of things. There's the King of Swords. You stepped in, you cut down what you needed to do, you dealt with what you needed to do. A lot of King energy, again, control, dominance and control. And that's important. There's still going to be a little bit of squabbles, a little bit of things are left to be dealt with, but those little squabbles, those little fights aren't going to do much for you or going to have much negative impact for you or against you. So don't worry about those. But again, there'll be some skirmishes closer to the end of the week, but those, don't let yourself be drawing into those. And the World card is saying, again, you're beyond this. So this is just a warning that if there's some skirmishes at the end of the week, don't let yourself be drawn into them. Let other people have those little battles. They're not yours. You don't need to own them. You are the king. You rise above that. You are the world. Things are happening at a higher level. The last thing you need to do is play the game, you know? And so the last card in the read is that Two of Pentacles. I love it. The Two of Pentacles. By the end of the week, you're going to be getting down to one of two choices. Again, those two choices are going to be sitting there and you're going to be going, okay, what do I do? How do I do this? At the end of the week, you're going to be faced with some kind of situation that's going to say, okay, we're going to need a decision if you do this, if you do this. And so you're left at the end of the week with all of this brewing itself out. And in the end, you're just going to be left thinking about a decision that is, again, bipolar. It's like, one, do I do this or do I do this? And what is the decision? Make that decision based on money in the end. No need for any other drama, no need for any other information. It's a financial decision, and that's exactly where you need to go with that. So again, in the end, all of this happens. It's going to be a crazy week, starting off a little bit frustrated, a little bit hands tied together. I guess I should put their hands tied together, and not knowing enough information. That information finally breaks loose by midweek. All of a sudden, now you make decisions. You can start things going, and things start getting put into place. You're starting to make things happen. The king takes control because now he can act on that information. Now that he knows it, before again he did not know it. Then you make magic happen. Things start getting put to rest. By the end of the week, there's a little bit of clash going on around you. Ignore those. Those clashes are not your clashes. Ignore it. That's not your business. Rise above it to the world. And by the end of the weekend, again, by the time the weekend comes, again, there's a decision to be made about something, and you're just going to have to figure out, well, do I do it this way or do it this way? This is not a major decision, by the way. This is just one of those little things that says, but it is going to be a money situation. So make sure you decide based on the finances. It's all about the money. With that said, Sagittarius, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing week. I do want to get one other clarifier. I want to clarify what that decision is. It's kind of got me in a quandary here, what that is. I don't want to leave that hanging. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, follow button down below if you like so far. I'm going to, again, be clarifying what that final decision is. Also, hit that subscribe button down here on YouTube if you guys are on YouTube, and that little icon bell. When you hit that, you will find that you'll get notices every time I post something or anytime I go live. So if you want to see the lives, all you do is when it pops up on your phone, you click that button, and all of a sudden you're in the live, which is wonderful. Knight of Swords, something about motion, about activity, moving forward, a new transaction of some kind, a new transaction about movement. Maybe it's either it's a business related decision or a decision about a property, or a decision about home, a decision about yeah, usually when you see this, again, this is the movement card, and this is the business card. This is new business, new opportunity. So maybe it's an opportunity about a purchase, a property of purchase, or something about a property, because this is the property, this is family, this is stability, and then this is again new. So maybe it could be a new property offer, a new it could be a new business opportunity. It could also be a new way of seeing how things should go. Yeah, something that when you see this, it's like, okay, this tells me that this is not something to lose sleep over. We talked about that again. We talked about that. It's not that important. So don't lose sleep over it. Don't let it get to you. It's not that important. Just make the decision. Make the decision. Move forward. You know what you need to do. There it is. Make the decision based on the information you know. What is that information? The information is money. So again, this is probably about some kind of opportunity coming your way, some kind of offer to either invest in something, to build something, to buy something, to buy property, to buy a home, to relocate. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a relocation, because I don't see relocation here. So it's probably a property for like a second home or a rental or something like that. It's not your own private property that I'm looking at here, but I'm seeing the transaction here. So it's like a closing of a deal. It's the putting the rest of a deal, and then what do you do with afterwards? So again, this is the property situation. That's what that decision is. What do you do with that? Do you choose to move forward and buy it? Do you let it go and not buy it? Do you sell something? Do you reinvest that resource? Do you put that money in the bank? There's different things. Don't lose sleep over it. Again, use your logic. Know what you do. Again, do it based on what is the best financial opportunity. What is the best financial choice, and nothing else. Put everything else aside. That's not important. Think, again, choice is all about money on this situation. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully I didn't confuse you even more. This is Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. I will see you again next week with another reading. And yes, quickly enough after that is the monthly reading for February already. I cannot believe that this month is almost over already. Have a great week, Sagittarius, and we will talk to you again at the end of this coming week. Take care, and best wishes for a good one. Bye-bye.